Good morning and welcome back to the Mining Stock Daily Morning Briefing, presented by the Clear Commodity Network and delivering today's top news in mining and mineral exploration. From the new ClearCom studios, here's your host, Trevor Hall.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Mining Stock Daily Morning Briefing. Cranking along this week. It's Wednesday, July 15th. Gold's down about 0.4% to 4,038 an ounce. Silver's off 0.8% to 58.18 an ounce, and copper's essentially flat, off just 0.14% to $6.32 a pound. So nothing dramatic of note this morning. But the geopolitical temperature ticked higher overnight as Russia launched fresh attacks on port infrastructure in Odessa and Mykolaiv, killing several people and damaging key export facilities. Ukraine responded with drone strikes targeting 20 Russian vessels in the Black Sea. This is the most coordinated naval drone campaign of the war to date. The Black Sea has been a critical pressure point for global commodity flows for more than 2 years. Ukraine's grain and fertilizer exports move through it, and so does significant metals-adjacent trades. And a story that matters directly to the junior mining world, Canada is moving to streamline the permitting process for major mining and infrastructure projects through a centralized digital platform. The platform gives regulators, companies, indigenous communities, and the public access to the same authoritative science and regulatory information. The goal is to cut duplication, reduce delays, and give all parties a shared factual baseline that speeds reviews rather than bogs them down in competing data sets. For a sector that has watched permitting timelines stretch to a decade or more in Canada, this kind of structural reform could be a genuine catalyst for the domestic industry. So, something to watch there. We'll get to the news from the miners and explorers here in just a moment, but first a quick word about today's sponsor. This episode of the Morning Briefing is brought to you by Equinox Gold. Equinox is in the process of its merger with Orla Mining. Independent proxy advisory firms have issued positive voting recommendations to shareholders for the proposed business combination. The new proposed Equinox Gold would create a new senior gold producer in North America with 1.1 million ounces of gold production from 6 North American mines, all underpinned by a significant gold endowment of approximately 23 million ounces of proven and probable reserves. Learn more about the company and the planned merger at equinoxgold.com.
Hey everyone, Justin Hune of Uranium Insider here, inviting you to check out the Going Nuclear podcast, co-hosted by yours truly and Trevor Hall and produced by the Clear Commodity Network. Each episode, we dive deep into the uranium sector and the fast-evolving world of nuclear energy and uranium investment. From supply dynamics to policy developments and market trends, we bring you the insights that matter most to energy investors and industry watchers. You can find Going Nuclear on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and at clearcommodity.net. Clear Commodity Network, digital news on the physical markets.
And here's what you need to know today. Tocvan Ventures has outlined a phased development plan for the pilot mine operations at its Gran Pilar Gold-Silver Project in Sonora, Mexico. It's now 100% controlled following the closing of the Colibri concession acquisition earlier this month. The plan centers on a 50,000-ton pilot processing facility designed on a compact 1.7-hectare footprint. That's a deliberate choice that minimizes surface disturbance and keeps capital requirements lean while generating cash flow data from a producing operation. Sonora has a long history of small-scale, high-grade heap leach operations, and the phased approach here positions Tocvan to prove the economics at scale before committing to larger capital. Tocvan Ventures trades on the CSE with TOC and on the OTCQB with TCVNF. Revival Gold has released more drill results from its program at the Mercer Gold Project in Utah. It's a past-producing low-sulfidation epithermal gold deposit. The company has been advancing through to a PFS and toward a development decision. The headline intercepts from the latest batch included 1.65 grams per ton gold over 30.5 meters and 0.92 grams per ton gold over another 30.5 meters. Both holes confirmed grade and width continuity consistent with the resource model at Merkur, supporting Revival's thesis that the district-scale epithermal system has meaningful scale ahead of it. Revival Gold trades on the venture with RVG and on the OTCQX with RVLGF. Salazar Resources is highlighting a major step forward in the value of its flagship El Domo copper, gold, silver, zinc VMS project in Ecuador, where an updated feasibility study has delivered an after-tax NPV of $573 million US. That's a 121% increase compared to the October 2021 feasibility study. El Domo, which is located in the Curipamba district, is operated by Silvercorp Metals, with Salazar holding a 25% carried interest, meaning Salazar participates in the mine's economics without contributing to the capital costs. A 121% improvement in the after-tax NPV reflects updated metal prices, revised mine plans, and a 3+ years of engineering refinement since that original study. Salazar Resources trades on the venture with SRL and on the OTCQB with SRLZF. American Eagle Gold has opened its 2026 drill season at the NAC Copper Gold Porphyry in British Columbia's Babine district with a strong first hole. That hole 83 returned 154 meters at 1.21% copper equivalent within a broader 280 meter interval of 0.96% copper equivalent from surface. And that sits within an even wider envelope, 801 meters of 0.49% copper equivalent from surface. The hole extended the south zone 100 meters to the north, adding to what is already one of the more exciting undeveloped copper porphyry systems in Canada. This is the first of approximately 80 planned holes in a fully funded 50,000 meter plus campaign, funded by roughly $50 million in cash. American Eagle Gold trades on the venture with AE and on the OTCQB with AMEGF. Aztec Minerals has returned the strongest hole yet from its RC drilling campaign at the contention zone of the Tombstone property in Cochise County, Arizona. Hole 30 returned 198.1 meters of 0.86 grams per ton gold and 24.5 grams per ton silver, all from surface. Critically, the hole extended the vertical depth of the contention zone by more than 85 meters, more than doubling the previously demonstrated depth in this portion of the system. The oxide gold-silver mineralization at Tombstone remains open in multiple directions. Aztec Minerals trades on the venture with AZT and on the OTCQB with AZZTF. And Bunker Hill Mining has roughly doubled the footprint of its Kate 8 discovery target at the historic Bunker Hill Mine in Silver Valley, Idaho. The target that sits beyond the boundaries of the existing resource and is proving to be one of the more significant new finds in the Silver Valley of recent years. The standout intercept from the latest drilling comes from hole 16, which returned 8.1 feet of 18.8 ounces per ton silver and 8.8% lead, with individual samples running up to 27.3 ounces per ton silver and 35.7% lead and 15.7% zinc. CEO Sam Ash and the team have now drilled 21 holes at Kate 8. The company is targeting commercial production at the Bunker Hill Mine by the end of this year. Bunker Hill Mining trades on the TSX with BNKR and on the OTCQB with BHLL. All right, that's a wrap here this morning on the Morning Briefing. The Morning Briefing is produced by Clear Commodity Network and is available throughout the world through your podcast network of choice and at clearcommodity.net. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Be well. The information presented should not be considered investment advice. Mining Stock Daily and its affiliates are not responsible for any loss arising from any investment decision in connection with the material presented herein. Please do your own research or speak with a licensed financial representative before making any investment decisions.